My apologies. I'm on the wrong screens and everything here. Jesus. Good morning. Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. I'm sorry I'm 8 minutes late. I know I am. I was away a million miles away, checking stuff out for making sure everything was okay for this afternoon. Let me just put the camera just a little bit up there, get everything sorted out. 6 minutes until the team is announced. 6 minutes until the team is announced. The team will be out before Baz. Not at all. Not at all. And Simon, no, I wasn't. I was actually watching Sky and it's showing you Hearts game. And I've not even got my right top or that on. I changed. I'm going to have to change. I will change back. I'm going to change top. But anyway, woo, let's get it onto this screen and let's just get onto this. So we can get both teams as they are called out. Ewan Cameron's complaining. Ewan Cameron's saying today we should be at Tynecastle for the final day of the season, but instead we head to Celtic Park for a title showdown. If we win the league, it'll be up there one of the greatest sporting achievements of all time. When you have the likes of the Wall Street Journal with its 22 million following writing about us, you know that we've done something quite remarkable. Ewan Cameron, take your greeting-faced spectacles off. You shouldn't be at home. You've only got 700 fans there because your lot wanted it. Get over it. Right, let's get the Celtic page up for the team. Team about in 5 minutes time. Looks a beautiful day at Celtic. I told you that Celtic watched the videos. I've been complaining about the Celtic pictures that they've taken at Celtic Park, and I think that they're taking it with a DJI Osmo 3 or something like that, and it wasn't giving you the true colour gradient of the sky. I'm going to jump onto this because today Celtic have given us a beautiful picture of paradise with the grass looking absolutely beautiful, and the contrast is spot on. Fair play to Celtic, and fair play to Celtic for. I always knew they watched the channel, but that's a beautiful picture of Celtic Park. Absolutely gorgeous, and you got the contrast right. It does give me a little smile when I see that, because the contrast has been absolutely terrible in the pictures. But whoever took the picture today, fair play to you. So proud. I'm gutted I'm not there. I was on the phone to my brother and stuff, and this time last year we were at Celtic Park, obviously for the last game of the season, and he's decided that he's not going through today either. Our family tickets are in good hands, as they say, and it's looking beautiful the ground, isn't it? And there's all the stewards in the background. Let me just do this. I need to check out some screens before. So we are just waiting. We have 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the Celtic team is up. I'm going to go into John Tarts. Stupid name. First thing that comes up is someone putting online, they've got Israel flags all over their profile. Celtic are the shame of the United Kingdom. Their support are anti-British. I hope karma gets them today. Mon the jam tarts. Oh my goodness. Honest to God. Get over it. Get over it. Team news coming next. Jam tarts with their pictures. Their pictures. And even the jam tarts have got a fantastic picture of Celtic Park with the skyline. It's looking absolutely outstanding. I am gutted. Genuinely gutted. Why did that just do that? Don't start mucking about. Gutted that I'm not at the game today. Kind of feels weird. Does feel weird. Anyway, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm kind of glad I was running late, because I really get nervous before the team is released. Celtic showing the Kelechi any actual penalty from the last game, and it's a sad day as well. We've got a minute or two to fill, because there is only one fixture left. Yes, the next fixture. There's only one left in the box, and that is the 23rd of May 2026, Celtic versus Dunfermline Football Club. Why is Casper suddenly around pretending he's a good teammate? Because he's here to get his medal. He's here to get his medal. Let's leave Casper alone today. It's we can forgive and forget. We can forgive and forget. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. The Vatican has our back. Oh, imagine Casper was in goals. No, don't do that to me. One minute and counting until the Celtic team is released. Martin O'Neill will have told the players. The players will know. The players will have an excitement. Can you use the photo I sent you? Mate, what did you send the photo on? I've not got time to look for stuff on social media. Did you send it on Facebook? The team should be out. It is out. Oh my God. He's done it. Yang starts the game today. Sinisalo, Johnston, Trusty, Scales, Tierney, McGregor, Arnie Engels, Benji Negrin, Yang. Tenecti starts, even though I don't think Tenecti had a brilliant game in his last game, and he was taken off, quite rightly so. But the front three is Yang, Tenecti, and Daisen Maeda. Yes! We're talking about it. Let me see if the Hearts team is out as yet. Let me just do this so we can see if the Hearts team is out. Not yet. They're letting Celtic get it out first. Who cares about them? Let's do something back to that. It's weird, man. I changed top. I didn't even manage to get changed back. I think that's a team that can do well. It's a solid back line. It's a back line that the bench is Ross Dohan, McCowan, Iniacho. Callum Osman's on the bench. Callum Osman makes the bench for the last game of the season. Oxley, Chamberlain, Sriracha, Murray, Forrest, and Ralston, Tony Ralston. So who's been dropped from the bench then? Oh my God, Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate's been dropped for the last game of the season for Callum Osmond. Oh my God. Callum Osmond has kicked Rio Hatate. Now, I've said this before. If you want Callum Osmond to start, you need to drop a midfielder. Wow. Martin O'Neill's made a massive shout. The final game. Will this be one of the final games that Rio Hatate will ever play at Celtic Park, and he is not even on the bench? That's a massive call by the manager. That's huge. Brendan Rodgers would never have dropped. I am. Oh wow, that is unbelievable that the manager has went down that road and decided that, you know what, I need players that are all in. And Rio, you're just not. I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it from you. Sorry, son, but I'm going to have to drop you from the team. Not far too many screens just now. Let me just get the Celtic team up on the screen here so that we have, and I'll get rid of the Dunfermline fixture because there's no need for that today. Really. Let's just do this. We'll get the team right up there. Sinisalo, Johnson, Trusty, Scales, Tierney. Solid back four. McGregor, Engels, Benji Negrin. Up front, Yang, Tenecti, Daisen Maeda. The big news. I mean, that's massive news. And I know that I give Rio Hatate some stick in the last game. But him getting dropped for one of the younger players in the squad is a big shout for any Celtic manager. Do you know, Rio does bring you certain attributes to the game. Now, the Hearts team is out, and I will give you the. I'll put the Hearts team up on the other screen. I'll give you the Hearts team just now. Tell me what you think of the Hearts team. Don't know a lot of their players, so I'm not really worried about what Hearts do. It's going to be a hard game. Do you know? It is going to be a hard game. They're going to go all in. Devlin starts. Let's just say hopes he loves holidays. He loves holidays, does Devlin? So he'll be going on a lot of them this summer after not winning the league. But he will be back early because Hearts are in the Champions League qualifiers. So fair play to Hearts for it's a massive achievement. Don't know, Hearts are in the Champions League qualifiers, but that's enough of Hearts and Hearts nonsense. Let's get back to all that matters. So, Brendan Rodgers, do you think Brendan Rodgers would have dropped Rio Hatate? I don't think so. Hatate could be injured. Well, if he's got injured doing nothing. Braga is on the bench for Hearts. Braga is on the bench for Hearts, as is Spittle. And Young Forest is on the bench. That would be interesting. We are dropping players on a work rate. Benji and Iniacho would not see the park. Let me just move this here. And you know, it's a fantastic squad. It's a squad of players that want it. If you ask me, Yang right up for it. Do you know, Tenecti right up for it. Does he play well starting the game? People will say no. When you look at the midfield, Callum McGregor, been over the line many times, knows how to get it done. Benji Negrin, 21 goals this season. You can understand why he's playing. Benji Negrin, do you know, he's stepped up to the mark and he's putting himself in a bit. He's had some fantastic passes over the last couple of weeks. Rio Hatate was introduced to the game the other day, and you know, I don't think that he put himself exerted himself enough. McInnes is playing for the draw. So glad Osman is coming back from us. Scotland will be green and white. Come on, you boys in green. I'm just looking at some of the comments on the Hearts page. Wishing you all the luck in the world today, Hearts, regarding the entire Brighton, Hove and Albion fan base. Thank you, Brighton, for giving us 25 million for Matt O'Reilly. Ha ha. Australia is watching and rooting for you, according to this guy, Know the Unley. Ha. Time to just annoy some people online just for the shits and giggles, and let's concentrate entirely on this. If the score's 1-1 in the 90th and 156th minute, we'll need a Celtic goal. Oh, a lot of sarcasm for that, isn't there? Anyway, who cares about that lot? It is all about Celtic. Rio is useless. No shock that he's not in the team today, says a Mikey boy. If we keep giving the ball to Scales and Trusty, we are getting beat. Oh, Hatate seems disconnected. I think so. I got stick for saying that Rio Hatate had kind of forgiven Rio Hatate stick, really, for him not being the player that he was over the. Listen, if I can see it and Martin O'Neill sees it, do you know, Martin O'Neill's the manager. He's dropped Rio Hatate for the biggest game of the season. Don't know. So I must be able to spot something, right? And so must all of you. Ange is watching. Is Ange watching? Is Ange at the game? Oh, don't tell me Ange is going to come back as manager. Oh, we've struggled all season to beat teams that park the bus, and it looks like that's a Hearts team that will be set up to park the bus. No Hatate at all. Looks like he's played his last game then, because I don't think that Rio Hatate. Would you take? It's a hard one. I don't know. It's like I say, Martin O'Neill, Fozzie, and Sean Maloney will look at the players that they see in training every single day, and if Rio Hitate's not putting in 110%, if he's not bursting a gut, like he's not done all season, do you play him? Well, the answer is a big resounding no. Martin O'Neill's went, no, I need players. I need goal scorers on the park today. Oxlade-Chamberlain scored the goal for Celtic outside the box. Big cracking curving ball. Callum Osmond has scored under pressure for Martin O'Neill this season. His first time around. Sriracha coming on off the bench could be a good thing. Forrest coming on off the bench. He's got goals in him. Will it be Forrest against Forrest for the final countdown? It's not so much Europe, but it's the final countdown of the SPFL season. Come on, you boys and green. Let's green and white. She's like that, you're mental. Not bothered, not being bothered all morning now that the teams are out, started to get nervous. Says John. History to be made, I think so. And play the players that want it. Hatate might have spat the dummy. Shout out to my missus. Love you, Jade. She's the biggest Celtic fan in the north of Ireland. Ooh, I know quite a lot of people for the north, mate. And I don't know, like I'm going to say that. I don't know. I've got one mate who sits in the main stand. He might say that his missus beats your missus when it comes to that. Shout. Only joking, mate. Only joking. Rio doesn't have any naked photos of Martin O'Neill. Sorry, Rio. I love you. What? Bizarre. James Forrest to score the winner. That would be brilliant. Baz, Celtic are going to the Jambos. Really confident. Let's hope so. Hearts are coming to sit in. They're asking for trouble because this Celtic team will get it over the line. Try not to make judgments on the character of a player. Who knows where Hatate is in that sense. So try not to just make raging guesses about people, about Forum. He's Forum. That's what fans do, mate. You know, his Forum's been off all season. He wanted to leave last summer. We know that Celtic didn't allow him to leave. You know, half the season that he did play football, fans were screaming on watch-alongs to get Hatate off. Do you know, when the teams were coming back out, I'm not just making stuff up. I'm generally seeing the reaction of thousands of people over the course of the season that say that Hatate's just he's not looking. He doesn't enjoy being at Celtic. Doesn't want to be here. You know, so it is all about opinions. It's all about opinions, and it's not so much a raging guess. It's what my own eyes and thousands of Celtic fans have been seeing. You go online over the course of the season at half time, and all you seen on the Twitter feed was get Hatate off. He's like a man missing. Martin O'Neill would see the exact same. Anyway, hail from Thailand. Let's enjoy today. If Hearts manage the result, fair play to them. Hope no refereeing controversy. May the best team win, and may Celtic be the best team. That's very true. Very, very true. We're the boys to give the hard clouts in the morning. We've imagine Forrest with the winner, Jamesy. Oh, Osman, that'd be interesting. Osman on the bench, nice. Tenecti, better be on it today. Well, Tenecti is on the bench, start of the game. We do have James Forrest on the wing, so it looks like he'll be the one that will come on the wing. It looks like Daisen Maeda will get pushed out to the other wing, because we've only got one winger, so which means that Martin O'Neill is either going to bring on Kelechi Iheanacho and Callum Osmond. You never know. He may take off Kieran Tierney towards the later end of the game and go a back three with Johnson, Scales and Trusty. This will be a scenario that Martin O'Neill would have played out. He knows that he likes Celtic as a 3-5-2. Today would be the day of all days for Martin to change the setup of Celtic. They know that they're going to sit in, so you have players that can push up two strikers, 3-5-2. Does Martin O'Neill go 3-5-2? If there's 5 minutes remaining, 10 minutes remaining, and it's 1-1, do you go 3-5-2? Yes, all day long. Do you risk Hearts hitting you on the break? Yes, but you take off. Do you take off Scales or Tierney? Tierney's got the pace. And that's the interesting one. If you're to go 3-5-2, do you take off Scales? Put Tierney in a bit that's got that bit of pace for tracking back if need be. Way faster than Scales. Trusty's got a lot of pace, more pace than Scales, and Alistair Johnston's got the pace. So if it was me, I would actually, and this will go against the grain for a lot of people because it's like, well, you keep two central defenders on. I think that you keep the three at the back need to have real good pace in case Hearts just throw one over the top. Minutes remaining. Celtic are pushing up, solid in midfield, 5 in midfield, and then the two strikers in the box. Iheanacho, will it be Iheanacho? Could it be Callum Osman? People said this morning, who will be our Harold Bratback of the day? I mentioned Benji Negrin. Someone else mentioned Kieran Tierney. Could it be Callum Osmond? Callum Osmond, who is seen as the future of the striking department at Celtic Football Club. Could it be him that scores the winner to win us? And that would be one that would go down in pub quizzes for eternity. Who was the little unknown striker that scored the winner at Celtic to make them champions for the 56th time in a row, to go 5 in a row, and against all the odds? John the Truck Driving Legends coming in from the glorious Kingdom of Fife, hail hail, watching it in Ajaxa Roads, and have prayed to the saint for a win. So let's do this. Get the sweetest league win in modern history. It will be. Whatever happens today will be a day that goes down in history. If it's Hearts that win the league, yes, it will go down in history that Hearts won the league. If it is Celtic that win the league, it will go down in history that Celtic had one of the biggest comebacks of all time to ultimately get this one over the line. And it will be a dramatic day. It will be a fantastic day of football for the fans that are in the stadium. It will be an absolutely amazing. And thank you, John, for the £10 super chat. John is going for 3-1 with Maeda, Yang and Kells to score. Will it be Kells to score, or will it be Callum Osmond? The manager would like to get Callum Osmond some football. There's a blast from the past. I started to get nervous last night because the dog started looking at me. What's wrong with you, man? I'm going to jump through the comments. Apologise if I haven't read your comments out. Who's going to put themselves through the ringer from the team today? I think quite a lot of them. Quite a lot. Hearts are still playing 2 up top. They've got to go for it, haven't they? They're not going to change their system now. We don't even have 1 forward, never mind 2. Well, we do on the bench. You've got Callum Osmond, who's an out-and-out striker, who's on the bench. And we have Iheanacho, who's on the bench. Playing Dyes and Maeda, is it a good thing? He can put pressure on them. This is all going to... Hearts are going to defend for their life. They are going to defend 6 at the back at points. You'll see Hearts being completely up for it, and we just need to wait and see what happens. Been up since 4:30, should be knackered, but I am buzzing 5 in a row with no first striker. Don't do the negativity. 56 historic titles incoming. 56. Let's not be too presumptuous. Let's just wait. By 3 p.m, the board positions will be see we got it right. Or C, we nearly got it right. Yeah, we all know about that. The Pope's going for 6-2 Celtic. I hope Rangers fans enjoy their day out in London at Tommy's March. Singing I'm no Billy, I'm a Tim. Celtic to win 2-0. I'll take that all day long. And like I said, I have my score prediction for the day is Celtic 2, Hearts 1. Celtic to come from behind after Hearts take a lead in the first half. Celtic to score in the 67th minute to send Celtic Park into complete hysteria during the rendition of 67. In the heat of Lisbon, the fans came in their thousands to see the boys become champions. 67. And then, in the 86th minute, just to rub salt into the wounds, Celtic score again with an absolute screamer for outside the box to make it 2-1 Celtic. Plenty of time to spare. Hearts will push everybody forward. Celtic will be trying to hit on the break, and that will be it. It will go down in history that Celtic will have won the game 2-1. That's my prediction. Some other predictions. If Celtic win, will Nancy get a medal? I think he will. Daizen Maeda, hat-trick. Let's hope the ref has got his brown envelope. Lol. Maeda singing off at Paradise with a hat-trick. Signing off at Paradise. Do you think he'll get a hat-trick today? Scotland's most successful team. Yes, we are that. Not having anything negative today. They are all champions in waiting. It's going to be a long afternoon. Maeda, last game at Paradise. That makes me sad. It does, doesn't it? It's... And I think that, and there is the trophy at Celtic Park. The trophy is at Celtic Park. Scott Brown is at Celtic Park. Oh, their fans are in the stadium already. Let's get it up on the screen. Let me just do this. And let's listen to a little bit of... a little greeting-faced Jambo John Robertson. Once I just turn this volume up.
Hearts, this is a huge, long journey. A lot of Hearts fans have come and gone and failed to see their team win a league title. You've said it there, the financial aspects for the last 40 years, since Graham Souness and David Murray came to Scottish prominence, has taken it away from every other club. So to stand here today on the brink of a historic league title is just phenomenal, and the job that Derek and the lads have done, backed by incredible fans, has got them here to have that opportunity.
Win the league.
From a Celtic perspective, Scott, I've seen a lot of talk about stars aligning, the run that they've been on recently to get to this point. You look at what it means to be in that Celtic dressing room. Every game comes with pressure. Every game is a must-win. Does that give them the possibility to handle everything that is around today?
Yeah, I think for Celtic, obviously they've been there, they've done that. They know how to deal with the pressure, and to be fair, you can hear how busy it's getting already. This is early dawn, this is a cup final, this is the biggest game of, to be fair, Hearts and Celtic's legacy so far. So, Hearts have been fantastic this season. They deserve to be right up there. They've been top of the league for 250 days, somebody told me. For that, can Celtic knock them off? I didn't see it after Tannadice, if I was honest. But Martin's done a fantastic job on getting the lads, and it's consistency of winning games under big pressure, and he deals with that environment really, really well.
There'll be a lot of nerves around this stadium. For the neutrals, it's just an incredible spectacle that we're going to witness today. And in the build-up to it, after everything that happened on Wednesday night, Derek McInnes said that Hearts are up against everything. Martin O'Neill said in the build-up to this game that everyone wants Hearts to win. Is it a bit of gamesmanship? Is one of them right?
Yeah, I think both of them, in some respect. I think most neutrals will be looking to see a Hearts victory, for the reasons John's outlined. Obviously the Celtic fans don't, and certainly the Hibs fans don't. But from a neutral point of view, and as a whole for Scottish football, having a day like today is something that we should enjoy, we should embrace.
Yes.
Because it doesn't happen often.
Yep.
And for Hearts to be in the position they're in is absolutely incredible. I hope and I expect the game to live up to that expectation, and we get a cracker today. Everybody will be watching it to see the outcome. They'll have their preference of who they want to win, I hope we get a good game, benefiting, befitting the size of the task at hand today.
Yep, let's hope that that's enough of that, because Celtic are starting to play some music in the background, which may affect the channel, and no doubt that pitch side. Let's now just hear this pitch side. When the tifo is looking sweet. The Green Brigade are currently making sure that everything is okay for the tifo, and they're just Sky's now talking about the teams, and thank you for that piece of pen from the Canadian $5. Been watching you for a year now. God bless. And go on, Celts, God bless. Let's show them today. We came through too much this year not to write good history. This is very true. I think that, whatever happens today, the atmosphere in Glasgow City Centre is mental. Queues outside the pubs. Now that you've seen the team, give me some of your score predictions. Is it too late to predict? Is it a game that you can predict? Hearts are setting up with a 4-3-3 formation. It looks like they're going to sit, which means that Devlin will sit. He'll go further forward, but Devlin will also sit back and make it a back five with their defence. It's nervous now, nervous time, isn't it? It's one of those days that hopefully you'll turn around and say, where were you on that day? And let me just listen to this.
He could have played James Forrest, or against Rangers he started with Luke McCowan. That was the only sort of place where you think that there may have been a change, but Tanecki will play off that left-hand side, and he really needs to perform. He's been so inconsistent this season, but then Celtic, they've utilised the bench pretty well this season with James Forrest on the bench, and of course Iheanacho as well. I'm sure we'll see him at some stage.
Claudio Braga, he's won 2 Player of the Year awards already. He's on the bench today. What do you think Derek McInnes is thinking about that starting 11?
I've got to say, I think that would be a surprise to most people, but we know, Derek will have a plan, and people will say, well, Braga's been off form in the last few games, but he's been the best player in Scotland arguably this year. I'm sure we'll see him at some stage. I think with Kabori, they have a bit more physicality up top and someone to hit. We know that Harry Milne is so versatile, so it'll be interesting to see where he starts, whether it's right back or up one on that right hand side. And we know Derek can be fluid with his formations, whether it's a 3 or a back 4. But I think certainly early on Derek will be looking to contain. The first 15-20 minutes are going to be absolutely crucial for Hearts. You can see Celtic coming out of the traps, and I think Derek has been a bit cautious, but they only need a draw. But it's still got players who can hurt Celtic.
Yeah, they do have that. Chris Sutton lost twice on the last day of the season, so I wouldn't be taking advice from Chris Sutton. What's kind of surprising is the amount of Celtic fans that sit in the club Celtic lounge area, rather than being sitting in the lounge and enjoying a little tipple, a little beer or two, are currently sitting inside the stadium. Green Brigade are all in. They're in way early. Which is always good to see. They have got the tifo ready by the looks of it, and it's under an hour to kick off now. It is under an hour, and this is it. It's winner takes all. The Sky's now showing footage of back in the day, 1986. It doesn't. There can be no resemblance to the 1980. The only resemblance to 1986 is that Hearts were going to win the league, and Celtic beat another team. Hearts collapsed. That's it. Celtic. You would have thought that Celtic played Hearts that day, the way that the media are going on about it. It's a different era. And yes, it was the last time that Hearts came close. Yes, Celtic came from behind to win the league that day. And yes, like Scott Brown says, Hearts have been top of the league for 230 whatever days. Can they ultimately get it over the line today? I think that they can. I hope that they can. And where were you on the day? Hopefully I'm not being too presumptuous, but where were you on the day that Celtic clinched 5 in a row in their 56th championship? I can't believe it. Oh, be calm, because I tell you one thing, I'll not be calm. And I've got to say right now, when I'm doing the watch along, when it gets to the second half, I am not going to be reading the comments. I'm going to switch the comments off because I don't want any. I'll probably be around about 30 seconds behind. The TV will be probably about 30 seconds behind over here because of the delay in different countries. And yeah, I'm not wanting anything spoiling it. I don't drink, but you got me drinking my whiskey already, Baz. Thank you for that. Thank you for the coverage all season. Thank you, mate. And I've got to say, you know, a big thank you to everyone. One who subscribed to the channel, to everyone that has been part of the membership over the season, and to people that have given super chats over the season. Without you people watching the channel, you know, I wouldn't be doing this. Anybody that knows the history of the channel knows that I used to go to games week in, week out, and then ugly COVID and lockdown changes it for everyone. And I took the opportunity to have a move of a lifetime, and people said that knew me, the last person on earth that they would expect to move away from Scotland, that went to the games every single week, would have been me. But unfortunately I did, and this is how the channel has turned into the One Celtic Fans View podcast. Bring back the good old days where it was a wee computerised Glaswegian woman that sounded like a newsreader that did the early morning videos. Remember those days back in 2021? Rosalie Haggerty coming out of Dunfermline 3-0. Everyone will remember where they were. These players owe Martin O'Neill a send-off of a lifetime. 3-1 to the good guys. 2-1 Celtic. Ollie the Maniac, fancy seeing you here, says Bobski 2-0 Celtic. 4-0 Shanklin Braga hat-trick from Maeda. Whoa, that would make it 3-2 to Celtic. Hail from Thailand. This is the team I would pick. Let's back them to the hilt. Now there will be times during the game. It's funny that the likes are on 111. It's just come up on the screen. That is a little bit special. Considering I sat in 111 for such a long time. With my daughters growing up, you know, my kids were at the football from a very young age. Both had season tickets, the old £50 season tickets growing up. And they were kind of brought up at Celtic Park on the weekend of home games. And, you know, and now they're fully fledged adults. But they went through the whole pretty much 9 in a row thing with me. It was unbelievable. But anyway, we move on from that. 2-1 Celtic. I think actually dropping Braga is quite a smart move by Hearts. Who cares? He will come on in the second half. Nearly time to get behind the couch. Not quite yet. There is 45 minutes to go. A lot of Celtic fans will still be in the pubs in and around the stadium. Absolutely buzzing. Glasgow City Centre will be absolutely stowed out. And it's going to be a fantastic... And the weather's fantastic. It is always great. It was one of the biggest bugbears about going to games when you go on a week-to-week basis. You get some good weather until about October. And then in October, the weather kind of turns, and then that's it. You're in your coat and freezing cold. Although I do remember one time up at Ross County away in December, there was a weird phenomenon that Ross County was going to be 16 degrees this day. And I goes out, and I'd been out half the night before, and gets on the bus in the morning. I had to get the bus to come and pick me up. I was that still mad with it for the night before. And the bus come and pick me up, and I come out with shorts and a t-shirt on. Everyone's got their big winter coats on, and they're like, "Are you mental? It's freezing." And I'm like, "Have you not seen the temperature up in Ross County? It's going to be 16 degrees today. You have got your winter coats on." And I was right. Anyway, I'm just slavering now. A lot of people saying their stomachs in knots. So is mine. And I hope my throat manages this today. Baz, how am I feeling? Yes, I will. I will show the tiffle. I will show. I'll try and get pictures of the tiffle when it comes out. Sky will definitely show it as the players come out. I won't be able to show the video footage of the tiffle, but I will show the photograph of the tiffle. How am I feeling? Nervous. Nervous. Really nervous. It's funny because it doesn't matter. I think of all the years that I'd have been there. Don't know. Anyway, come and show us the tiffle. Yes, we can. Watching with my son, who's a massive fan. He's all stripped up. Ooh, Lauren says that the nerves all week, totally 100% chilled out about this. Buzzing for it to start. Watching from LA, 4 a.m. You've got to think about, I mean, I know that I do this from Spain, having jumped ship during COVID. But you think about all the people that have moved away from Scotland and watch this channel from all around the world. And I've got to say, it's unbelievable. I live in Milan, back in Fife with the family. We're going out if we win this. Don't know if we're still going out. Need something to settle my nerves. I need something to settle my nerves. I'm going to get something to get a stress ball. I'd be thrown off the wall. Fucking Jesus. I'd end up dislocating my shoulder doing a Kyogo Furiashi. 1986, I was 14, coming home on a bus from town. I didn't know until I saw my neighbour. God, we were born the same year then, because I was 14 in 1986 also. Watching from the Eastport. The Eastport. I loved it when Celtic played Dunfermline. We used to, and all the fans would meet up in the Eastport. Fantastic pub in Dunfermline. Big Celtic pub. It's always been a big Celtic pub. TV and radio is like Jam Tarts Takeover. I'll stick with my pals online. Do that. I am not looking at it. No spoilers for me today, I swear. I swear to God, I'm not looking at. I'm going to turn the comments off because I want to just. It's hard watching. I've got the game on one screen, I've got the studio on the other screen, and then I've got 2 or 3 other screens open. And you're just like, there's only 2 monitors, and I'm like, fucking Jesus. Looks like the VAR studio in here. But it's with no cheating. Of course it is. This is where VAR's controlled from. The Celtic Stadium, Celtic Park looks absolutely phenomenal. We've just seen a drone footage of it. Sunshine. Oh, it looks amazing. Looks amazing. Kelechi Iheanacho's a machine. Let me just jump into WhatsApp. I think I'm kind of calming down a bit now. It's just it's a bit of anticipation more than anything. Jesus, so many WhatsApp messages. No Braga for them, no Rio for us. My head on the bench. Braga's a game changer. This could be tight. I'm feeling sick to my stomach. This is horrible. This is mates that are at the game. Martin O'Neill doesn't seem to fancy Rio. Yep, 100%. Same time, never in my lifetime has a last day decided between 2 teams playing against each other. Yeah, it has, mate. You're too young to remember it. No, it's not actually. Mate, you're right. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, that's my younger brother texting me. Michelle has sent me quite a lot. And one of the funny ones. Great day golfing yesterday. Donald McLeod. If I can we download this one? Yeah, we've got time. Save this to downloads. Let me just do this. Go back up onto this. Just bear with me a second. I'm trying to get up. Jesus. What is going on with the Kelechi Iheanacho came off the bus looking like a man possessed. He actually does look possessed. I'm going to put this picture up of Kelechi Iheanacho. He looks like he's demonic. He looks. It's bonkers. Let's get this one on the screen first. Jesus, if Kelechi Iheanacho comes, look at that. I think he's about to turn into the Hulk. Kelechi Iheanacho, oh, Jesus, man. Tell me what you think about Kelechi Iheanacho, Baz, at the game. And 8 years, 24 years, 8 years and 24 years, 4 kids, season ticket holders, adult price had to pay 2. He's well up for it, isn't he? Tell me what you think about the Gorbal boys have arrived. I'm going to go and put my Gorbal stop on, mate. If you've arrived, yeah, it better bring me luck. Should I put my Brazen Head t-shirt on? I don't, lads. No. I'm going to stick with my normal green t-shirt that I had on earlier. I don't want to upset any craziness. So last night at the hotel that the Hearts were playing, that Hearts were staying at last night, it was unfortunate for Hearts. It was a great day off, a great day of golf, great days golfing. Spent with Charlie McGrew, Bobby Petter, and friends from other Celtic legends. For the Billy McNeil fundraiser. So cracking day. Hearts FC teambers rolled up and they started complaining about the loud music. So we decided to do a wheel dance. So we told them to turn it up. Absolutely fantastic. Imagine booking the same hotel that Celtic have booked for a golf day. And there's loads of ex-players on the Swally at the golf day. Absolutely fantastic. Charlie Mulgrew be giving it big rebel songs. He's like, get the rebs on. Hearts are upstairs. Oh my God, honestly. Right, let's just show that one of Kelechi Iheanacho again. Scare the living bejesus out of you, wouldn't it? He looks way up for it, doesn't he? Completely mad for it. Mad for it. That's Nancy. As if only. As if only. Kelechi looks like Mr. T having a shit. 5-1 certain, 3-1 today. He's getting ready to go into the boxing ring, not a football park. I'll tell you one thing. Well, you take a 10-minute break so I can run to the shop and get some more beers. Mate, I'm going to be taking a break anyway because I will be coming back live on the watch along video. We'll be doing a complete watch along. So if you are at home today, or if you're at a pub, make sure to jump in to your phone and jump onto the channel and join in some of the chat. If you're at home, just make sure that you've got the TV on one screen and me on the other. They will park the bus. Yes, they will. Some cracking comments coming in about Kelechi Iheanacho. My May works there. She sent a voice note saying Derek McInnes is fucking raging. Honestly, he was fuming. I feel like the sacrifice of a caffeine. Oi, oi, oi. Come on, let's get this team, Baz. Get Baz to 30k. Never mind 30k. Let's just get me to 27,000 subscribers. That would be nice. We are sitting a bit under. It's a bit of a high ask to get to 27 today because we are around about 500 off. No, we're just under 500. We have jumped up quite a bit today, but not enough to get us to 27,000. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you can comment on the watch along. And remember also, we don't do walking away. Just because it's summertime, we don't walk away at the word Celtic Fans View. If anything, we ramp it up. And if you know what that means, if you watch the channel over the years, you will know what I mean by we ramp it up during the summer. We do like to keep it going. So thank you to Gary for that. Let's see if we can get to 27,000 before the cup final next week. So that not only Martin O'Neill goes into the summer with a smile on his face, but I can go into the summer with a smile on my face and maybe a couple of days off just to keep the throat down. Looking at their team, I think they will hold off, unsettle the crowd, make us nervous. If we go ahead, then that's the risk that they need to come out and play. We know that the way that Hearts play. You know that Hearts are going to sit in deep. Martin is talking now. Let's get Martin O'Neill. Sorry about that. We've seen this interview before.
Do you feel that everyone wants them to win because of late Celtic have won nearly every title?
I think that everybody does. Everybody outside Celtic wants Hearts to win, probably because it's Celtic as much as anything else. And if it wasn't Hearts, it'd be somebody else. It would be Rangers. If it wasn't Rangers, it'd be somebody else.
How key is it that it's the football that's the winner this weekend and not VAR that's the focus?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk, obviously. Now when the stills are shown, then it's pretty clear that it's handball. We've all had decisions go for us, and we've all had decisions go against us. What is up for debate, I think, is the handball rule itself. This is the whole point, and that's a wider discussion. But as the rules stand at this moment, that on Wednesday night was a penalty.
I'll ask you my favourite question now, and I don't think I'll get an answer. Is your team peaking at the right time?
And
Yes.
you wouldn't get an answer. I honestly, look, I don't believe in that. I really don't believe in it. I think there's such a thing as momentum, and there's such a thing as a momentum change, and it changes so quickly. It changes so quickly. It doesn't just change match by match. It changes, minute by minute in games. So you could have all the momentum going into a game of football, and it can dissipate almost immediately. Both sides will be striving as hard as they can. It might take a little bit of luck here and there. It might be just some wonder play to win the game. We have to try and find ourselves in front. And, at this minute, Hearts don't. So that's an advantage to them at this minute. But we have to go all out to win.
We have to go all out to win. This is very true. The last time that Celtic had Martin O'Neill as manager, John Robertson was involved at Hearts on the touchline. John Robertson will be in the commentary this afternoon. Doesn't really matter, because who cares? That's we done and dusted for this team announcement video. I'm going to go and get ready for the watch along. Thank you to everyone who has joined on this video this afternoon. There's been over 3,500 people on the video. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you for the final SPFL watch along of the season. Yes, we do have the Scottish Cup next week. Let's hope that we go into the Scottish Cup not feeling down about the fact that we've lost the league. Let's hope that we do get it over the line this afternoon. And to all the Hearts fans out there, you've done absolutely fantastic. Your team's done absolutely fantastic to get to this point of the season where you're still in contention for the SPFL trophy. You will admit that you're way ahead of schedule. Your owners said that it was a 10-year plan for you to try and win the league. It's been great for Scottish football, but if Celtic do win it, they win it because they're the team that's played the best today, on the day. So get over it. Stop your greeting. Dry your eyes, mate. Let's do this. Come on, you boys in green. Let's go. Let's go.